Hi, it's Sharon Christie at Bold Women Lawyers, and welcome to this week's live show. This week, we're talking about the why of your solo law firm. I'm sure you've heard that you need a why for your business. And for most people, I think they stop, when they think about what the why is, they stop at, this is the reason I started my law firm. But I think it goes deeper than that. And honestly, I think it needs to go deeper than that if you want to build and grow a sustainable solo or small law firm as a woman lawyer. So let's talk about that a little bit. When I ask people, why did you start your law firm? Sometimes I hear, really noble answers. I wanted to fight injustice. I wanted to fight discrimination. I wanted to help people. And while I know that that's true, I don't think that really gets to the core of why you started your law firm. So I think there's two reasons why people start law firms. One is the motivation or the situation that you find yourself in. That's sort of the very basic why you started it. And then the other is your true purpose, your true mission. And that's what I'm going to focus on most in today's talk. But let's talk about the motivation. I mean, here's some common reasons that I hear as to why people started their law firm. My mother had her own law firm, or my father had his own law firm, or my cousin did. And, I like that idea. I wanted to follow in their footsteps. And that's great. And that's very noble. I hear, I want to be my own boss, or I need more flexibility in my schedule. And I could only do that if I had my own law firm. Sometimes I hear, quite honestly, I couldn't find another job. I couldn't find a job where I would work for someone else, and I'm a lawyer, so I started my own firm. Or my law firm downsized, and I had to decide what to do next, and either I couldn't find another job, or I just decided to take the plunge. This forced me into setting up my own practice. So those are a lot of the reasons why people start the firm in the beginning. But, what are you really working so hard for day after day? Now, certainly you're working hard for your family and your lifestyle, and I understand that. But I think you have to have a bigger guiding purpose if you want to sustain your law firm. So what do I mean? I mean, you really have to understand what is the end result that you want for your clients and understand why you're doing it. Because that's what will help sustain you when you go through the ups and downs of a small business, which is what your law firm is. So, for example, you may be a family law lawyer, and maybe you were the product of a divorce family. Maybe the divorce happened when you were in elementary school, and you know what that felt like as the child, and you want to try to make a difference for families so that if you had a negative experience, the children don't have that same experience, or if you had a positive experience, as positive as it could be in that difficult situation, that you can help families and children to also have that positive experience. So that is your bigger purpose. You may be, say, a trust and estates lawyer, and you may have had some difficulty or seen people who have had great difficulty when someone passed away and didn't have a will, had not taken care of the things that you need to take care of before you die. And you want to make that easier for other families. That's your bigger purpose. As a solo practitioner, I was a disability lawyer. And my purpose was twofold. I wanted to help the underdog, and certainly people that are going up against an administrative agency like the Social Security Administration, they're underdogs. But also, because my background was as a nurse, I really wanted to help people who I knew were struggling with health issues. And I wanted to find a way to combine those two in my law practice. And disability work was the perfect combination for me. But my bigger purpose was knowing that I was helping my clients, when we got through the process, to be in a better place in their lives. I couldn't change their health, obviously, but I could at least help them to get some amount of income, which they didn't have because, of course, they were disabled and couldn't work. That was my bigger purpose. And for me, when things got tough in the business, and there were times that they were tough, that's true of any business. But when things got tough, I could step back and look at the work that we were doing, the good work that we were doing. And it was me and my team. It wasn't just me by myself, but the good work that we were doing for other people. And that was often the push that I needed to say, okay, step back. You're in a down spot in the business right now. Well, let's figure it out. We're going to figure it out. We're going to get some help. We are going to move forward. Because there were times, and I think most people in a small business experience this, there are times when you think, should I just throw in the towel? If you don't understand what your bigger purpose is, you may be very tempted to just throw in the towel and try to move on to something else. But it's when you understand that bigger purpose that you are able to step back, as I said, sort of get your head together, think about the work that you're doing that needs to be done to help people, and then get some help, figure out a plan as to how you're going to move forward. So it's important, if you haven't thought about it, it really is important to just take some time and think about that in your business, in your solo law practice, in your small law firm. What is your bigger purpose? And with your team, make sure you express that to them. Because my team totally bought in on our purpose of helping the underdog, helping people to get to a better place through helping them with disability benefits. They totally bought into that. And if I had somebody that I had on the team, that I brought on the team, that for whatever reason really didn't buy into that, then it was really time for us to part ways, because we all needed to be on the same page about that bigger purpose. So that's my tip for you today. Make sure you think about and that you understand your bigger purpose. Make sure you communicate that with your team. That will help to sustain you. And I would love to hear from you in the comments, or just send me a message. What's your bigger purpose in your law firm? What do you want people to know about you and why your law firm is different based on your bigger purpose? And if you want some more tips about running a successful solo or small law firm, I've put my website up in the picture, boldwomenlawyers.com. Just go there and download my free guide. There's a free guide, and you just have to sign in and download it. And there's a number of tips in there about mindset, about marketing, and about management of a small firm. So I hope this has been helpful to you. And as I said, leave me a comment. Let me know what your bigger purpose is in your law firm. I'd love to hear.